What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are your hosts, the Distorted Theorists, and we are hosting, well, another episode of Marvel Monday.
We'll add it in post, right?
No. But today we're doing, well, something the MCU introduced a little different on this one, and that is...
a little weird. Something a little strange.
Strange.
Doctor
Strange.
About Thor Ragnarok.
No, Doctor Strange. The MCU's first sorcery magic introduction.
Well, it was besides Wanda, it was the first bit of magic, like true magic.
Yeah, essentially. But before we do, as always, if you want to support the channel and you want to see more Marvel Mondays, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Benedict Cumberbatch. Let's talk about that casting, because that I can't see anyone else right now.
Left field.
Exactly. Why him? Where did he even come into the picture, you think?
I think it was just because of the range that he has, because he's so good at playing...
Because he was on stage, I think, more or less.
Stage, but he was also Sherlock, and there was a number of other things too, and I don't know if this was before or after, but there were the Hobbit movies that he was also a part of too. And he has this massive range he's able to tap into. Yeah. And like, he's doing comedies now, which is just like... that's crazy to me. And I was super excited about Doctor Strange because, much like Guardians of the Galaxy,
a little unknown.
I knew nothing. It was like, he's magic. I'm like,
and the trailers, I feel, which we'll get into in a second, did a lot of justice for it.
It still left the unknown.
The cinematography of it, you know, the upside down and the everything just going kaleidoscope. It caught us, I think, a little bit off guard, but in a good way.
Very forgettable villain.
But what's his name? Caclius.
Are you sure?
That's how I pronounce it.
Positive?
Caclius.
I just know it's Mads Mikkelsen, who I really like.
But again, as I said in a previous Marvel Monday, is the villain was very similar to the hero, and I kind of don't dig that in movies. I want to see two opposing forces, you know? They both were doing the same magic.
You're talking about the Ant-Man thing, where it's like,
exactly.
I'm a Hornet.
Like, I like seeing that little bit of exposition,
Yellow
I guess.
Jacket.
But you know what? There's only one way to really revisit this, and that is to get into the trailer reaction, review, and breakdown once again of Doctor Strange right now.
Doctor Strange.
This set it up so well, too.
You think you
And you had
know
Rachel
how
McAdams
the
in there as
world
well.
works?
Like, this, it's all the intro. And that worked so well.
What if I told you
I broke my hand.
Yeah.
the reality you know is one of many?
Which your reality is one of many, which we know now. I don't think we knew what the scale of Doctor Strange's impact on the MCU was really going to be.
This was one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
The effects of the illusion, and especially with just like, they'll show it in a second.
Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality.
This blew me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, I would love to see this in more movies, more in a battle scope of like, imagine like Civil War, but with that, you know?
How do I get from here to there?
How did you become a doctor?
Study and practice, years of it.
Love that. Again, didn't know we were seeing an Infinity Stone at this point.
There's a strength to him. But is he ready?
Jack Cumberbatch.
Careful which path you travel down, Strange. Stronger men than you have lost their way.
Well, the Eye of Agamotto or something like that. You know? Okay, this is cool.
No, isn't that neat? Anyways.
In pain.
What's the dude's name?
You'll die protecting this world.
I can't do this.
And we were getting the sling ring circle, like, you know, which again has a bigger impact than you never knew. When you think about Deadpool movies.
I've spent so many years peering through time.
And that.
Like, that's an Inception. Yeah. That's...
Looking for you.
Yeah.
He had aura. What was it the kids say? He got aura in this one.
He's got the Riz.
He got the Riz. This guy.
Oh, they didn't show the when she...
What's this, my mantra?
It's the Wi-Fi password.
It's the Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
Oh. That was a stacked cast.
It was. And
we didn't even appreciate it, I don't think, back then.
The one thing that I didn't like about Doctor Strange's character across this. So in this one, obviously, he's learning to become Doctor Strange, and he was cocky, but he was still like, I don't know what
arrogant.
I'm doing. Well, he wasn't arrogant yet. He was arrogant at the beginning, but then once he was like, he kind of figured like, oh, I'm doing this to save the world.
Yeah.
But then the Doctor Strange that we saw in Endgame and in Infinity War was this just like,
very father figure almost.
no, he was a jerk.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like he was like, I must protect us at all costs. You cannot break the rules.
You can die, you can die, you can die, I can die. This is the way it's happening.
Yeah,
It's
like, I don't know.
okay, like-
I get what you're saying, I guess. He got a little nerfed somewhat, personality-wise.
Yeah, and then in Doctor Strange 2, it was like, okay, we're back to this kind
Yeah,
of
he's a little
form of it.
loosey-goosey, breaking the
Yeah.
rules. And then, of course, he was in No Way Home, which we'll get to, I'm sure, somewhere.
And that was
along
like
the line.
his most fun side.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, like, as I said in the reaction, is Doctor Strange was introduced, we were getting to know this character, we were like, cool, he can do all this magic stuff, block stuff, you know, just using his powers. But now, and this is the whole point of these Marvel Mondays, we look back, Doctor Strange was integral and we didn't even know it. And I don't know if that was the plan or if he got popular.
No, it was the plan because they had to make a movie. I'm sure there was some like magic to it as well.
Yeah.
But they had to make a movie to show off the Eye of Agamotto. We had to have the Infinity. So he could be just Thanos and be like, I got these.
Yeah.
How? Don't worry
where
about
were
it.
they? And that's the thing, I think along here, this is when we were starting to get that placement. Like, okay, wait. Well, we know of the Power Stone, okay? This Eye of Agamotto, that's pretty powerful. What's inside that? Why is it green? Right? And then so on and so forth.
And it's the same thing when it comes to like Black Panther, which again, fantastic movie and it worked well. But thank God that these movies at this time did relatively well.
Yeah.
Because it could have been flops. Like I enjoy Captain Marvel, but it didn't do hot. But they had to make the movie. They didn't need to make the movie, but they chose to make the movie so that she was an integral part of Endgame Infinity.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we had, you look at phase 1 to, I guess we're in phase 3 here now, but phase 1 and 2 was very much introduce characters. Here's sequels, you know, more of the characters. Here's the Avengers, let's show them again.
The world is actually bigger
but
than they thought.
Phase 3 was very much like new character, but...
And it wasn't grounded.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And everyone had a different thing. Doctor Strange was very mystic arts and the other dimensions and everything. Then we get Black Panther, we're learning about Wakanda, right? So, interesting.
And again, like the scope is getting bigger and bigger because again, when we're dealing with like, I'm Captain America, bang, bang. I'm Winter Soldier, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I'm Iron Man. Like it's mostly that stuff. And then when you get, like obviously we had the twins and whatnot, but then you get to like now phase 3 and it's like, but we're going to eventually meet Thanos. We didn't know this at the time. Well, we kind of did, but we didn't know like where this is going to be going. So then I was like, well, now we've got magic, and then everything just went. Now the world is so
you think
much
about
bigger.
You think about Infinity War or Endgame, if all these mix of powers couldn't be showcased.
No.
Right? Let's say it was kept to the and the fist fights.
There's no Doctor Strange. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to work then. How are we going to find the Mind Stone?
That's
Not
right.
Mind Stone? Time Stone.
Time Stone. I don't know. And this is what I love about doing these Marvel movies. You kind of get to rethink.
I'm not saying it was a turning point.
No, it wasn't a turning point, but it definitely.
This guy says it's not a turning point.
Nah, I feel like it came out right when it needed to. If that makes any sense.
It worked well.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our Marvel Monday once again for this week's Doctor Strange. As always, if you want to support the channel and you want to see more Marvel Mondays, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. Well, were you excited for Doctor Strange when he first made his MCU appearance? Did you enjoy the Multiverse of Madness, which we get to later? And
what the hell happened to what's his face? The sidekick, the guy who was his mentor with the stick. What was his name?
Don't know. Let us know in the comments.
It's Chiwetelejiofor. I don't know how to say his name. Come from in the comments. What happened to him?
And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
keep it real.